I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the ball on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded in the end zone. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Patrick on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And to give this time to the tailback.
Come on, baby, get up.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Did he get it?
He is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
God damn it,
He finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
53 to mark, 53, check 53, 79.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
The running back.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Come on,
Got a
much
man,
time.
and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now ahead.
You had him.
And he's in.
Damn!
Touchdown, Steelers.
Come on, baby.
A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Taken in the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. Brushing off defenders. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And the Broncos first down.
Now a handoff looking right. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. gun. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
On 3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Can't win like that.
So we've
Can't
seen
win
these
like
be
that.
tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he
Can't win like
too
that.
much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely
That's
correct.
ridiculous.
He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby.
Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
God damn, I didn't.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Oh, here.
So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Well, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Over the middle, it's complete.
The pass.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Yards. First down, Denver.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
And this one is right down the middle.
Right.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack. Beating them.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
There you go, Bailey. Good job, baby. Good job.
Start out the third quarter, one play.
Well, we're paying you, baby. Good job.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime,
you know, Mario don't make mistakes. He got greedy. He don't make mistakes. He got greedy.
New script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Come on, baby. Get up out of there. Got by the first, man.
That's all.
Come on, baby.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
43 is the mark, 43. Check, 43.
Come on, what you doing?
Complete.
Come on, that ain't the route you're supposed to ran.
That's just another example.
That is not the route you're supposed to ran.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here.
Damn, he almost got it.
Locked in.
Woo!
4th down.
Got lucky that time. Got lucky that time.
Drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right?
Make another
Made them
mistake.
kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stop this run. He ain't gonna make another mistake.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You got to get that.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
Come on, baby. Too much time back there. Come on, you got to get back there. Got all day to throw the ball.
The Broncos' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You know he don't want to pass the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
53 at the line. 3 bucks.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
Man, we were there. We were there. Just missed a tackle.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Quickly completed to the right flat.
Come on, Bailey.
3 yards on the catch. It's
like
third
that.
down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Oh, this is that screen pass. Hold on. Ah, you got to pick that. Come on, baby. You're right there.
By the defense here. They did a nice job.
Damn, I needed that.
Everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43.
Miss.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Broncos first down.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Jerry Judy. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Second down and 8.
Damn it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
That's why you run the clock already.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw.
Pick. There it is. There it is. There it is.
It's intercepted.
There it is. He don't want to pass the ball. He don't want to pass the ball.
Set up shop at midfield.
There it is.
At the 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
Beautiful.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw the ball. Throw the ball.
And the Steelers
Damn.
pressure too much here. He's going down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And some room to roam now. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
43's the mark. 43's the mark. Hey, check.
Looking to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll look to throw.
Oh, catch the damn ball.
Complete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Come on, baby.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Drop passes.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Damn, drop the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. You've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Throw it, get behind it.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for